So we've had three exceptionally difficult years with COVID and 3 years of very significant losses, and that has meant that our airline members have had to assume very significant levels of debt. But the good news is that in 2023, the industry as a whole is returning to profitability for the first time since 2019. So that's very good news. Although it's mixed. So USA is good, Europe is good, Middle East is good. Africa, Latin America and Asia Pacific are probably going to be profitable next year. But overall, we're getting back to some form of normality. What we need to do now is continue with that profitability, really to pay off the debts that were incurred during the last 3 years, which in some cases have been very, very difficult for our airline members. So that's the general outlook. And of course, we have things like the war in Ukraine, which again puts enormous pressure on airlines, both in terms of damping down demand and in terms of increasing costs, because you have to avoid the airspace for safety reasons. So that's been a challenge. And I guess finally, we're seeing things like the supply chain not really getting back to normal after COVID. And that's been particularly true for engine parts and spare parts. And also rehiring people back into the industry so that we can get back to pre-COVID levels of operation. That's also been a challenge. But I'm quite certain as an industry we're going to overcome all of those challenges. So the good news is 2023, as an industry, we're back to levels of profitability. Still very, very small. But it's a huge step in the right direction.